Hello, everyone. Welcome back. If you're coming back from the knitting podcast, welcome. If you are just attending for the Flosstube portion of the recordings of the day, I am Sadie. I am your host. I have a frog in my throat right now. It is a petulant frog. I have a couple of things I've worked on this week. I would also like to add the preamble that I was experimenting this week with doing the vlog thing that everybody's been doing with my iPhone to see what that would look like. So that is going to be up on YouTube. If you see it, if you like it, comment on it. Tell me if I should do more or less, or if you're indifferent, or if it was really fun for you. I don't know. Give me a hint, because that is what I'm going to run off of. Now, I have a story when it comes to my red and the black. The Red and the Black 2 by Prairie Moon. It has nothing to do with Prairie Moon. I love Prairie Moon. I love the pattern. You know what I don't love? My own stupidity. Because when I showed it to you last week, what I hadn't done was move it. So when I went to move it, I found out that I had stitched using the improper line. So when I had folded it, I had found a line, right? Like the center line and like the crossing center line. And apparently at some point between putting it in the thing and stitching it up, I interpreted a different wrinkle within the fabric because of course I didn't mark it. Like I should have marked it. I should have stuck something in there. I should have drawn a line with the washable ink. I should have done something to indicate the appropriate line. I didn't. So I started on a different wrinkle, and I ended up being way too friggin' high. Like, there was no way to salvage it. I had to unpick everything you saw last week. So everything I've got, even though it looks like I've done nothing in the last week, is actually brand new. I ripped out this whole thing and moved it up. I thought about just scrapping the piece itself and starting on a new piece of fabric, but I looked at the fabric prices, and since I got this on sale for like $5, I was like, oh hell no. I am not buying a new piece of fabric. So I ripped it out and I moved it and I started over, and I'm still loving it. I'm still loving the coverage. I'm loving everything about it. It's black. I'll probably do, can I finish the sentence in one try? Maybe. I am not going to do the red right away. I will probably finish a portion and then go back in and do the red. Like, if we look on this one, right, with the glare, see how there's red all around here? I may do the all around and then go back in and do the red, and then do in the center the red as well, because there's not a whole bunch of red in it. But I may go back and do that after the fact, because I've got the first one, so it'll be all the way around. This is actually where it's supposed to be, thank God. I'm using 35 count Peeps Lost Sheep Linen 12 by 17. I got it on clearance at 123 Stitch. It's awesome. Oh, I still need to do the behind the scenes tag for Jessie. Jessie does stuff. Jessie stitches stuff, Jessie does stuff, Jessie knits stuff. Jessie is awesome. But, as is Thor. But I probably won't do that this week. I'll do that next week, because this week I'm kind of like, ugh. It's been a week, let me tell you. But, yeah, still loving it. I'm glad I jumped right back on the horse after. I gave it a day and a half before I went back to it, because I basically had to unpick like 3 days worth of work, and that bugged me. It really bugged me. It was an exercise in futility. But while I was exercising my futility, I pulled out this old gal, the Quick Stitch Bubble Fairy Cat Face, and gave her some lovin's. And I am almost done the 4th. I'm almost done. So I got several more, and this is a needle minder from my friend Pam. I have to grab out my Schnuffeltier one and put it on something, because I'm lazy when it comes to putting on needle minders. So just a little bit left down here, and that's the fourth column, and then I will be moving on to the fifth column, and then I'm actually getting to a point where I haven't screwed up too much, because up in here it's pretty screwed up. So I'm getting to a better point. The back looks jacked up because it is, and I'm fine with that. No one's gonna look at the back, and well, my aunt would, but my aunt's not getting this. I'm gonna probably just frame it myself and put it up somewhere, because it's whimsical cat face. Like, whimsy is exactly what she needs to be. I'm loving it, but it's just not keeping my attention right now, because apparently I want to knit in monocolors. Monocolors has been my vibe this week, so monocolors it shall be. Although I saw on, just move everything. don't, dang it. One moment, please. I'm gonna try and use, yes, it is that messy behind me. Okay, don't fall out. I have heard that there is a sale until the 27th, which is like what, Saturday? Today's the 26th? Today's the 26th. So tomorrow is the last day. Or is it today's the last day and it switches tomorrow? I don't know. I have to look it up. But Joann's is doing the 4 for $1. So I do want to go and get the flosses for this. There aren't that many. There's 2, 3, 4. 14. There's 14 flosses for this. And I'm not going to be doing an NPI silks. I already have a piece of, I think it's linen. I already have a piece of something that I've earmarked for it, and I am looking forward to stitching it. It was one of the ones my mom got me. Apparently, I feel the need to stitch everything my mom got me, because then that means she's still here. Because I miss my mummy. As we all do when our mummies are not in the same country. And so the other thing I've been working on, like I said, I've been really into monocolors. This one only has like 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, exactly 5 colors. And it's the Prairie Schooler Hocus Pocus, which I also love, book 197, which my mom picked. So there is a mom theme. I let her pick which Prairie Schooler I was going to do, and she picked this one, possibly because of the owls. So I got back to this guy, and this is the portion I finished. This one here. Got that done. I believe I finished up the Who, and I got this guy started. And that was all while watching Elementary with the hubby. We have been watching that on Hulu. We're into the 2nd season now. We finished the Mindy project, so until the new season comes out. And yeah. So my big plan for this one is to finish the top row and the borders, and then start working down more. I know I could have started in a top corner and like worked my way out, but I'm old school. I like to find my center and then work from there. I don't know why. Unless it's a Heaven and Earth or a full coverage, I want to find my center and work from there. And I usually work up and then down. And left to right. Hi, Pete. You want to come freak out Kelly's cats? Come on. You gonna say anything? You are? Well, come on. Well, come on. Come on. She may not want to come. She may just want to sit around and mule at me. Or sit directly under the chair. So those were the 3 things that I have worked on this week. I also did a bunch of these. So I will show them to you as I show off my hand-dyed yarns on my knitting podcast. So I will show you what is up at knittersnightmare.com if you are a stitcher. We have this gorgeous piece of naturally dyed even weave Lugana. It is up there. And it's 18 by 23. It's 28 count. Naturally dyed. Yes, I know. I know. Then we've got, that's the only even weave. Everything else is Ada, because that's what I had a lot of to play with. There's a couple different sizes of this, which is naturally dyed. It's got a great modeling look to it. There's 2 pieces of that, and then there's some pieces of eco-printed. Eco-printing is a little different. It involves wrapping things with naturally dyed naturally dyeing objects. Be they, in this case, I used a specific kind of wood. So we've got that one, and that's what gives it these markings, is how I placed the pieces of wood, etc., and then how I wrapped them during the dyeing process. We've got a big piece, we've got some little pieces, and these are 18 count? No, the big piece was 14 count, this is 18 count, and this is 18 count. I just love the way they look, and they're kind of like a purpley gray to a blue. And then this guy is 18 count as well. And those are all up at my my website, which is usually used for knitting. But I figured, come here then, come here, come here, there. I figured, hi. Since I usually put up all my stuff in my shop, I would just put it up in my shop. I know a lot of people use allergies. A lot of people usually use Facebook to sell things, but I figured I would just use my shop anyway, because that's what I've got it. It's there. It's www.knittersnightmare.com. It is also where you can get the hand-dyed silks that are there. A few people have picked those up. So go on over and check it out if you want. If you don't want, you don't have to. It's just, I know there was an interest in it, so now I've done it, and if it bodes well, I'll keep doing it if you like it. If not, I probably won't do it again until I do another run of natural dye. They are fun to do. They're way more time consuming than regular dyeing, but because I already have the setup to do that as opposed to having to get cotton dyes, it just makes more sense. So there you have it. I think that's all I really have to report. So I will see everybody next week. Bye.